we talked about Swadharma of who we are, and then we talked about the levels. We talked about the Yoga Nidra, where you reach a level where you are more at peace. Or probably I may not be using the right word, but I feel the idea of free mind, which you talked about when we were discussing, and I thought I should ask you a question about it. That what practices or techniques do you recommend for people to begin with? You talked about multiple intelligences, and you also mentioned about the idea of free mind. Krishnaji, can you help us, understand this idea of free mind?
Like a child, the child understands more languages without going to school because it believes it can do it. It's not limiting itself. So what my teacher said once is, life is a series of situations. First statement. And a situation is coming to us because we can manage it.
Beautiful.
Second, he said there are no coincidences in life. There's a coincidence because there is something for us, a knowledge exchange is there, or it is reminding us of something. Okay, so these are the benefits we will get in Yoga Nidra. First is it will help us to get deep sleep, proper sleep, because all of us here are paying tax and we are earning above industry, or at least one of the best in our friend circle. We can afford a good home. But one thing many of us are not able to do is to experience or enjoy that to the full. Many of us are already diabetic. We can't even have a rasgulla. It is stress diabetes, actually. So we have a lot of case studies where people have dealt with the stress by regular practice of Yoga Nidra and Pranayama. You take a 21-day challenge and do it. Okay. Second is, Yoga Nidra helps us to understand that there is a method to relax the body, mind scientifically. Because all of us want to know first and then practice next. So once you take baby steps to learn this, you will know there are deeper meanings. Then the trust in the system increases. Then, like peeling onion, we can go various levels into that. The next process which we can learn from a traditional teacher is inner silence, how to cultivate inner silence. So what we will do is, some of the resources I'm going to share with Priyanka. Whoever is there, please take those resources from her. So we did a masterclass on Antar Mauna stage 1, wherein everything is shared. You know why we have no patent or copyright for Veda or Vedanta? So there's a Bhagavad Gita book there. How many of you have 7 habits of highly effective people at home?
Me.
Does that mean we are effective? No, I don't believe in holding the knowledge back. I am ready to give, but you should be able to use it, no? So we'll give it in small doses. So we'll share the resources with you. And the third, I started the session by saying, we are approaching this topic like how an astika approaches the study. So please go back to your parents. Please go back to your spiritual teacher or an organization which you trust. First, pick up a mantra sadhana.
Okay.
And again, today scientific researches are done. For many mantras, you please pick it up. So you need a relaxation technique, conscious relaxation technique, which is Yoga Nidra. You need a conscious technique to manage your sense and mind called Antar Mauna. And you need something to hold on, because we came alone, we have to go alone.
Yes.
Let's be very clear about it. The only thing which will stay with us while we are alive is our breath and the mantra. Everything else is transitory. Our income, our relationships, our moods, everything is transitory. So its mantra by definition is called Mananat Trayate Iti Mantraha. That means that which protects the one who does it. Very simple. So this is the third thing we need to do. The fourth thing is, we somehow try to become grateful. Like Mother Sharada said, she is never able to see any fault in anybody. Everybody is perfect in their own way. So in a transactional life, we may have to pull up somebody for not doing the job. So we pull up for the job, we don't pull up the person. We don't mix the personality dealing there. In the job role, there is a problem. So you use Samadhana, Veda, Danda to deal with them. But that should not percolate into our personality that we have a lot of vengeance towards that personality. You got it? So the gratitude is extremely important. And the fifth one is, I don't know. You have to discover the fifth thing for yourself. If you need to discover, otherwise you can leave it. Four itself is too much.
Krishnaji, you also mentioned about withdrawal, and then I think with everything that is available on the internet today, you had mentioned about stop taking in third-party knowledge, find clarity, and that is in terms of swadhyay. Can you highlight a bit on it, because I don't want to miss
Yes.
important topics that we have discussed, and I want the group to know.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
sorry to interrupt. Knowledge transfer from an acharya. So can you elaborate on more?
Yeah. So the word acharya has the meaning, the one who does the acharana, walking the talk. The one who walks the talk is called acharya.
Correct.
Okay. Then you have a category of teachers who are called the gurus.
Okay.
Okay. A guru can rarely be an acharya because we cannot understand the ways and means of a guru. So what we need to do, we follow the acharya in thought, word, and deed. What they do, we can follow. But you only have to follow what the guru says. If you start following the guru, you will go mad. Because their ways are different, inscrutable. So that is the first way to approach. Okay. Second is, I'll ask the familiar question, we already spoke about chemistry and psychology. Any other subject?
Yes.
Any technical subject people? Anybody engineer is here?
Engineer. I'm sure there could be many.
Sarvjot, you're an engineer? What subject you?
Human resources.
Human resources.
I'm a coach actually now.
Yeah, I know you. That's why.
Background is HR.
Yes, yes. I'm aware of. We are all in the same coaches circle. I'm aware of you. Okay, so can I understand a book written for, say, organization development, OD? I have no idea about HR. But it is written in English. Can I understand that book?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, yes.
Know the language.
Okay. Harish is smiling. I know. We have to be very clear. If you understand this, you will understand Swadhyaya. Your language skill does not equal your subject skill. Your subject knowledge is different, language knowledge is different. My English is good. I will tell you, I will never be able to appreciate or understand a book on psychology without Priyanka's help. I cannot understand a book on coding without Sai's help. It is written in English. It doesn't mean we will understand. This is the mistake we do. We pick up any book which is coming in offer on spiritual intelligence and Bhagavad Gita, start to read, and you can't digest anything from that. All you know is it is written in English. So what is Swadhyaya in the traditional context is you take the reference of which book to study from your teacher, or if you're studying CA, you have a senior apprentice. If you are in coaching, you speak with your mentor coach, or if you're an ACC, talk with the PCC. You go by recommendation because they will know exactly at the stage where you are without judging you what you can understand. So if you have to pursue Swadhyaya, we should understand language knowledge is different from subject knowledge. I am telling you honestly, I can't understand organization development or psychology without both of your help. But I know English well.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you have to start with that first. Take recommendation, go slow. Slowly you will understand. For example, to deliver this talk, I have not read any book. In fact, based on such talks, we are putting together a book. So all books are coming out after experience. That is why I said you are studying somebody's experience. Nothing wrong in it. But what is your experience without any filter? You need to do your work. How you will do your work, you have to quieten, go within and understand whether you need it. Everybody is studying Harry Potter doesn't mean you also go and study Harry Potter. There was a book called Fountainhead, some Ayn Rand. I saw many people carrying it like a pillow. They are not studying that book. For fashion's sake, they were buying the book and walking everywhere around. This is our level of Swadhyaya. So you should only do guided self-study, which will help us to pick up this. We need to do mantra sadhana to work with the mind. We need pranayama to work with the prana level body. You need yoga nidra to relax from annamaya to everything. So only when there is complete stillness and relaxation, that you give a scope for spiritual intelligence to come to you. Because the moment you say, I know, you start moving, nothing will come to you.
Yes.